What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one only NIO stock, which you should be looking after for the future. I'm also going to break down NIO's deliveries for you guys and talk about why under this could be a very bullish catalyst for the future of this company. I know that a lot of people are kind of concerned about what happened in the month of July. I'm going to actually clarify why on earth this is still great news and why on earth I'm very, very bullish and why deliveries can be a massive catalyst. Just deliveries alone could be a huge catalyst for the next upcoming years for NIO. So before I break down why on earth I'm super bullish for NIO and kind of run some numbers in comparison to Tesla for you guys, I do have to mention a couple of things before starting. Firstly, I'm not a financial planner, so don't take any of this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below in the description. If you sign up for Webull, the link down below, and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed up to 12 free stocks, each worth up to $2,500. And you can always sell these 12 free stocks for cash and use that cash to buy some NIO shares for free. This is a limited time offer. The offer ends in just 8 days, so please check it out before they run out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at NIO, this thing is obviously making a lot better moves than before. I want to talk about the long-term future and why on earth this thing has potential to soar to the absolute moon. So remember, there was once a time where NIO went to about $66.99 a share. It almost hit $70 a share. So we know this thing could run when the time is right, when the market's in a much better position. And we know it has immense potential for the long-term future. But the thing about NIO is it is a heavily shorted EV, and that does also give it some squeeze potential. So during a potential, short squeeze like event, this thing could also push to the absolute moon. I want to talk about something else that's very interesting. So a lot of people are just talking about NIO's latest deliveries report, and some people are kind of throwing hands and saying it wasn't that great. In my opinion, it was still a fantastic report relative to before, as NIO reported the second highest monthly deliveries in their history, but it was a bit of a decrease compared to June, so I want to actually talk about this. So a lot of people are talking about how NIO did surge a bit after the July deliveries, and it is starting to rally even more. But there is something else we have to account for when it comes to these numbers. We did get nice increases in the month of July alone, a 26.7% increase to over 10,000 vehicles per month. I want to talk about why this is a good sign, because if we go back here, what you'll notice is in this chart, just look at the chart right here, the light blue bars right here represent 2021, the dark blue ones represent 2022, and these all represent the different months of the year. So you can see right over here. So what I'm trying to say is last year in January, we did 7,000 deliveries. This year, we did almost 10,000, right? Big increase, huge increase. Right here, around February, March, and April. In February, there was a bit of a slowdown because of Lunar New Year, but then we could see when March came, NIO did almost 10,000 compared to 7,000 the same time last year. And what else is amazing is, okay, look, we don't need to look too much at April and May, because during these 2 months, we had the lockdowns in China that really slowed them down. And even in May, when they had the hardships, they still managed to actually beat 2021, showing how resilient they are. But if you look at this right here, this is actually for June. And look at how they absolutely crushed it. They did almost 13,000 deliveries. They were angry. They wanted to push to the absolute sky. They did 13,000 compared to 8,000 last year. And then the next one came due to supply chain constraints, some other issues like that. They did slow down a bit, but they still actually hit over 10,000. And they actually were over 2,000 deliveries higher than what they got the year before during the month of July. So overall, I still think this deliveries report wasn't that bad. I think that it's the second highest in history. They beat the 10,000 mark. They did very, very well on that end, but they did slow down compared to July a bit. So I want to actually call this out and talk about why this is great news. You could see there's a clear uptrend that is forming. You could see, besides the lockdown months, NIO is doing way better. All of the dark blue bars are way higher than the light blue ones, except for these 2 months, right, because of lockdowns. So my point is, as the future continues, as things go on into the future, I expect these bars to get higher and higher and higher. And I think NIO is ready to break 10,000 deliveries per month every single month now. And soon, I don't think it's just going to be 10,000. Soon we're going to get 15,000 months, 20,000 months, and leading up to those 40,000 months in the next within the next few years. I could easily see NIO do this if they keep on continuing with this growth. And that's where the big catalyst comes in. So if we actually look right here, according to these reports right here from like Morningstar and other ones, NIO is known for some high performance EVs, but you could also see that they are working right now to cut costs by 15 to 20% for the battery packs. Additionally, you can see right here, given NIO's relative size, we can see a growth potential of more than 50% year over year until 2024. And they believe they could reach 400,000 deliveries just by 2020 excuse me, 2025. So that's essentially telling us that every single month we're going to see more and more deliveries, and we may start to get those like 30,000 delivery months, 36,000 a month to get to that 400,000 per year. Once again, I really believe NIO could do that. I'm very excited for them, and I do believe that they have that potential to achieve those numbers. Additionally, right here, we can see right here that they're working very hard on accelerating their deliveries, and to me, that's just another major catalyst that can push them to the absolute moon. And I want to talk about why on earth I think this is going to be very big. If we look right here, we could see that some people are just making comparisons with other companies out there. And I do believe NIO is going to catch up if you give them time, right? The thing about NIO is like you're investing in a company now before it becomes even bigger. So if we actually look at the numbers right here, Tesla did 936,000 deliveries in a year for 2021, right? The market cap was $1.243 trillion. Let's just say by 2025, I don't know why I put 2026, but around this time, we could see NIO doing 400 to 500,000 deliveries. So let me actually fix this for you. I would say around this much or even more than that per year, right? This much or more. And that's about half of what Tesla was doing in 2021. NIO should achieve that by 2025, maybe 2026, or even earlier. So, with that said, NIO would hit about a 600 billion, excuse me, market cap if it's half the size of Tesla at that time. If NIO was the size of Tesla during that time frame, it would be at $710 a share without accounting for the stock split. But if NIO is half the size of Tesla during that time, it would be at $352 per share. And if it's even just one third, it would be at over $200, right? And the reason why we're talking about numbers like this is it's not just deliveries, right? We also have the battery swapping technology. We have new cars. We have expansion to over 25 different countries. We have AI being developed by NIO, which is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market. My point is, all of these factors put in together make me extremely bullish, super, super bullish. So just to put this into perspective, even if NIO is just half the size of Tesla by then, it could easily break over $352 a share, in my opinion, within the next couple of years by 2025 or so. So I'm still very, very bullish, extremely bullish. And I think that it's just going to take time. You got to be patient. It's just a few years. But think about the return on your investment, because if you're buying NIO now, this thing's at like 20, 21, 22 bucks a share. It's really, really cheap right now. And this thing has the potential to 10x at the very least, in my opinion, 10x, 15x within the next few years. That's an insane return. And I think if you give this company the time it needs, I'm extremely bullish. So this is a very good opportunity. Look at these opportunities as good times for you to actually take advantage of them. And when you see opportunities like this could be a very, very good opportunity for your future, for your portfolios, and so on and so forth. I understand the risks involved in investing in a Chinese company, considering what's happening between the US and China. I understand that. But it doesn't matter as much because NIO is not necessarily involved in that. They're doing what they can to stay positive, to not give up. And I really believe in the long-term future, NIO is going to prevail. So give them the time they need. With that said and done, thank you all so much for listening. Please have an absolutely fantastic rest of the day. And I'll most definitely see you guys in the next video. NIO to the moon because the long-term future is bright, and peace out.